Hello, Internet Land. I'm Dash and Skrat here doing my little life lessons. And today we have a very special guest. This is Wei Hao. Isn't she cute?
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, we've been married now for 3.5 years, and being married to her is just amazing. I've learned a lot of things being married to her. And today we're talking about to the girls, we're talking about getting a boyfriend, and we'll do another video later to the boys about getting a girlfriend. So I thought it makes a lot of sense to have a girl with me so she can talk about kind of the girls' opinions, and we're still going to try and give some advice, and hopefully it's useful. So Skrat, you want to come and just sit by me? Yeah, okay. Skrat's going to sit by me. I guess I should also say this is my first video not in Xiamen. You can see behind us here, we're in Canada now. We are in a city called Whitehorse. It's way in the north of Canada, and we're visiting my sister and her husband. And right now they're not home, so we've got some space here. Later on, I'm going to try and make a video where we're in the mountains. But right now, you get all of the stuff behind us because they've got 2 little kids.
Yes, really cute 2 little kids.
Okay, so our video today is to the girls, talking about, what do you need to have a boyfriend? But I want to remind you, I've made some other videos, and all the other videos were about who you need to be. And those videos have nothing to do with getting a boyfriend or a girlfriend. It's just, what kind of person do you want to be before you start dating? Now we're going to talk about actually dating. So we have this split. Before it was about getting ready to date. Now we're talking actually dating.
Okay.
So the first point I want to make to the girls is I often see, this is everywhere in the world, but especially in China, where the girls expect the boys to do everything. They want the boy to be the one to give them flowers, to make the plans, to decide what they're going to do, just to decide everything. Well, okay, if when you're married, you want the boy to still decide everything, I guess that's all right, but probably you don't want that in a relationship. You want to be part of it. So if you expect the boy to do all of the work and then you get married, he's probably going to assume that, he did the work, he's got you, and now his job is done. So do you really want a relationship where he's just doing everything and you're just sitting there being a passive part of the relationship?
A good relationship should be like have 2 people work together, and because a long-term relationship, you always have a difficult for each other, like fighting, argue, and just angry each other. So in this time, you cannot always just want the boy to say sorry and forgive. You, as a girl, you also need to thinking about if you actually do something wrong. It's okay. Girls say, "I'm sorry, I screw up." Sometimes, not always.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, he's never going to respect you if he always has to do all of the work. He will see you as just kind of this thing that he has to work for. You're not really a person if you're not doing anything. And then when you get married, he may treat you like you belong to him because you've never shown any other reason for him to treat you differently. On that, Skrat's falling over. So on that same idea, don't be afraid to initiate a relationship. That means that you can actually be the one to start a relationship. You don't have to wait for the boy to say hello. I've had a lot of students tell me before, girls, who say they really like this boy because he's quiet and he's shy, and they really like that. And then they get angry because he doesn't ask them out. Well, he's a shy and quiet boy. He's not going to ask you out, and that's why you like him. So don't be afraid to be the one to go up and say, hey, would you like to go out and do something together? Don't be afraid to be the first one.
Sometimes if girl starting to picking the boy, actually the successful it will be more higher.
Yeah, is that true?
If girl go to ask boys, and usually the boy will be sure. That's I think
Okay. Well, it'll definitely surprise the boy a little bit, and he'll see you very differently then. He'll see you as somebody that's, really important and worthwhile because you talk to him first. You're not just a passive observer. It's really important to be part of a relationship and not just sitting there watching your own relationship. Yeah. Next point, try to find a boy who treats you like you are the most important thing in the world. But don't expect him to. Now, what I mean by that, I see a lot of girls who are just like, oh, well, he doesn't treat me perfectly. Or the opposite, he treats them really well, but they say, well, of course he does, because he has to. So then you don't appreciate it at all. And he does all of this work and he treats you really well. And you're kind of you say, well, yeah, but he's supposed to do that. No. If a guy treats you like you're so important, you should be really happy about that and love that he treats you that way. You should hope that he does. If a boy doesn't treat you well, don't stay with him. But if he treats you well, appreciate it. Don't act like, well, of course he does, and you just don't care.
大西的观点是，就是如果一个男生对你特别好，你不要把他当作是理所当然的。你可以很感激他，然后呢，如果你同时也是喜欢这个男生的，你可以做一些反应，就是对，不要置之不理，觉得一段感情开始的时候就理所应当，男生就必须为我付出所有的，这样的话你就把自己放在一个非常高的点，说我就是值得这样，没有每个人说是值得怎么样的，可能一段感情开始的时候，你需要的两个人是互相投入、互相喜欢。然后，如果男生对你全心全意的好，那是最好的，就是这个是我们的要点。
你说得很好。Thanks, Weihao.
You're welcome.
So, all right, so that's a few points for the girls. I don't want to make this video too long, so this is part 1. There will be a part 2. So as always, live long and prosper.